So we've now come down to back on the map in Hendon on the corner of Villette Road. I'm speaking to Pat.
Yeah.
Hello, Pat.
Hiya.
You all right?
Yeah.
Thanks for your time. Lovely space, to your library, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And it's been back on the map now for how long?
It'll be coming up to 10 year this year.
10 year.
Yeah.
Right. Lovely space, load of activities. Just looking there, the amount of stuff going on. But obviously, as well as that, you're running the activities up at St Michael's.
Yeah.
Down at the Yes Centre, telling me down the road, and then there's a workshop down the road as well, isn't it?
There is.
What kind of things can people expect? What goes on here, first of all?
So in the centre, it's all social. So we when we first opened, we looked at social isolation, and the numbers we hit the numbers within the year. It was fantastic. Throughout the years, we do some consultation and we look at what's still the priorities, are we still hitting what we need to be hitting? If not, what do we need to address? So then that's when we opened the workshop. Just prior to COVID, we had that ready to run. And in there we have a wood workshop at the back. At the front we've got a fully fledged kitchen and we do some food demonstrations, cooking on a budget, and that's where our crisis food comes from. Okay. So we've got a dry pantry, and it's not just about, we're not a food bank, it's about come into the services, get involved with us, and we've got a wider programme to deliver, and you'll be here if you're in crisis, and we can address that straight away.
So though people can get food, it's about educating them how to use food and get involved in stuff.
What you get on that pantry, you can make food.
Okay.
And it's not expensive what we've got on the pantry, so pastas, rices and stuff like that.
Easy accessible. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we talked to Chelsea about when you were doing some demonstrations in Keele Square. We were there. Remember that?
Yes.
They were fab. I loved them. Mm-hmm. So down in this centre, you have your warm space, your warm welcome.
We have a warm welcome in this building. Yes. So on a Tuesday and Wednesday, we have 2 sessions a week of warm welcome, and within that, there's a couple of people what's being put into other services, so the knitting groups and stuff like that. But there's still a few people what's still not ready to be into them groups. But this group it's very unique. It's a nice, lovely group, and people ordinarily who wouldn't come to community services. We've got people in there, and I'm not breaking confidence, but people with addictions in there, people who are suffering with mental health. And what we try to do here is, without bombarding them with services, is come in, invite people in. So we've had NECA, we've had CARB, we've had specialist services, but they only come in for a cuppa, and then they just feed the information there. The information's left. If they want to pick it up, then they can, but it's always left for them to take away with them. Okay. Yeah.
And you say organically, most people move into another activity, but there are some that aren't quite ready for that.
Yes, that's our aim. That's our aim, is to get people into the wider services of Back on the Map. As you said, we've got loads on offer for people, and it's about, come in, get to know people. Once your confidence built up, then get you involved with a wide range of social activities.
And do you find most of the people are from the locality, from close by?
Yes, that's, we'll get, the footfall is massive through here, but there's still a lot more to address.
Well, I mean, it's quite a busy street, Villette Road. It's in a massive residential area. You've got Grangetown close by, you've got Hendon, you've got Ashbrook, so I imagine it's a bit of a go-to place for quite a few people.
For a lot of people,
And still very central, isn't it?
Yes.
So run through some of the other things. I know you we come and deliver this singing on a Wednesday morning, social singers, and we love that.
Yeah, we've got the social singers. We've got groups ranging from knitting groups, history groups, ukulele groups, singing, art groups. We've got games afternoon where they love to play Scrabble. We've got our workshops. We've got a men's shed, a she shed, and a gob off group, and then we've got our social kitchens. So the Southmouth school children come down as well. So it's we've got like a wide range of age.
Is that during school or after school?
This is during school. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
We tried it after school last term, but it didn't work. But now we're trying it term time because the children's there. When they finish school, they want to go home. Yeah.
Okay, great. And then you've got, but obviously you're dealing with all ages.
Yes,
are there toddler groups and big groups?
On the Mondays, predominantly our in the centre is our children's activity. So in the morning we've got the play and stay, then we've got the music, kids groove on the afternoon, and then school's out on the tea time. So we isolate our day for children on a Monday because of the footfall and safeguarding young people. We have that on a Monday. But last year, year before, we done a consultation, and through that consultation came up that there was lack of opportunities for young people, the state of the high street, and just employability and stuff. So we've now ventured in. We've got the Yes Project, which is just down the road, and that addresses 14 to 30-year-olds. May seem a different age range for young people, but there's been lack of opportunity for that age range for a long time. So we're looking at enterprises, employability, and youth forums in that programme.
And I see the programme gets printed every week. Is it changed from time to time?
No, the programme gets printed. It's spring. It's terms.
Seasonal. Right.
Seasonal. There might be additional stuff, but it'll not get put on there. But once we've embedded the programme, that's the programme until the next season.
Good. And can you touch on maybe some of the people who might access it and some of their needs and how complex they are? I know you haven't got all day, but I imagine you're going through everything here.
We've got a variety. I think what's good about our centre, we get people from all walks of life in our centre, and it is open access, it is open venue, and I think that works really well, because you could get someone from the affluent area and you can get someone who's really, really struggling and maybe have multiple complex, chaotic lifestyles, and they'll come in, but everybody's treated the same. Regardless of what background you come from, they're all treated the same, and it works. It's just somebody will support someone who's got something and somebody who hasn't. You might say, I haven't got a blanket or something. They'll say, 2 minutes, I've got something at home. So being open access like this is really good. So from anywhere, any walks of life.
I see there's a few, like you mentioned there, kind of peer-led activities where I think Lily's at, where people can take ownership and get involved in her kind of part of running.
All of our social groups are volunteer-led.
Yeah.
So we've got over 50 volunteers, and that's from our directors down to reception volunteers, and people come out doing litter picks on a weekly basis. So there's a wide range of where people can come and volunteer. We've got investors in volunteering. We're the first ones in Sunderland to get that, so a pathway.
Good.
It's a pathway for people to get involved,
Great. Well, I think we'll go and have a bit of a look around, if that's all right.
Of course it is.
People can obviously get the where will they find you? You're on socials, aren't you?
We are, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we've got a fantastic web page as well, and then Rachel's just literally put all this information onto the Links for Life
website,
so anybody can tap into them as well.
Okay, right. Well, if you like to find out more about what's going on, get over to the Links for Life website. It's been updated every day, and back on the map, what's the domain name? backonthemap.org. Go there for anything else. Obviously you can give them a call and speak to Pat like I did last week and annoyed.